Okay, I've come up with quite a radical plan that I believe will help the mental health of the nation. First up, the government and MPs and whoever need to stop briefing journalists. It helps nobody and hinders everybody. It's making a soap opera out of our lives. People are already riddled with anxiety, so they don't need to hear about what might happen, what somebody thinks is going to happen. They just don't need it. They just need cold, hard facts. With that in mind, journalists just report on facts, not on a rumour, not on your hunch, just on evidenced facts that inform all of us. Investigate what people are doing. Once those policies, decisions come out, investigate them, scrutinise them, put them under the microscope, but only when all the details are out. We don't need lead political journalists going, what the hell happened with the budget? There's been a U-turn. The budget hasn't fucking happened yet. Now look, in your defence, I don't know why Rachel Reeves made the speech that she did a few weeks ago either. But I do know that in the speech that was a complete waste of time, she did not say that she would be raising taxes. It wasn't a done deal. Now I know you're desperate to bring down the government. Headlines like Reeves accused of presiding over the most shambolic budget in history after humiliated. There hasn't been a budget. It's not a U-turn. And surely we want our Chancellor to be taking on board all the figures as of now to make sure that the budget in a couple of weeks' time is the best budget for all of us. Because when you keep reporting on stuff that's not facts, it impacts the wider economy. Here's Ed saying he's never known a period of such volatility. Well, I've never known a period, Ed, where so many journalists are stating as facts things that aren't facts. You know, I keep saying this, but it's beginning to feel like our media want the UK to fail. The framing of everything really is quite ludicrous. Like, in defence of the Chancellor, it does stack up their version of events, that the OBR gave them whatever it is the OBR gives them. There was a bit more headroom than they thought there was going to be. They didn't have to fill so much of a gap, so they thought not to break the manifesto. Like, it all is very feasible. And the only bit that's always missing from your reporting is they never said they were going to do it. You decided that they were definitely going to do it, and now you're pissed off because they're not. But even that's weird, isn't it? You spent a week saying, I can't believe Labour are going to break their manifesto pledge. That's it. That's all done for Labour. And then, turns out they're not going to. You're like, well, I can't believe Labour aren't going to. Like, it makes no sense. You just want to be outraged. I've got to say, though, with all the press going for the government, how bloody ridiculous of Clive Lewis to decide now's a really good time to say we should get Andy Burnham back. That'll be the same Andy Burnham who is not an MP, so you're hoping that somebody gives him a nice safe seat, even though there are no safe seats, in order to try to get people to back Andy Burnham, even though at the moment you don't know how many people could back him because he's not an MP. We also know last time Andy Burnham did that kind of, look, I'm the next one up, everybody was quite outraged by it. Because the thing is, we're all fed up of the soap opera. We don't want politicians deciding amongst themselves that one in one and one's out. We want to vote for our elected leader. And come hell or high water, we voted for Keir Starmer. Or not everybody, but a large enough percentage that made him the legitimate Prime Minister of the UK. And look, I get that we live in a it has to happen right now world. But things don't, do they? Like, the government, the country was a mess for 14 years. It's not going to be turned around really quickly. It's going to take time. And for sure, Keir Starmer and his lot have made mistakes. Who wouldn't? But that doesn't mean that we should just get rid of him and put somebody else in place. And in fact, it's that sort of logic which pissed off everybody with the Tories, and now, Clive, you standing up, saying, oh, let's get another one in, you're being as bad as them. You're like the Kemi Badenoch of the Labour Party. I mean, if you're not happy, Clive, and to be honest, it seems like you've never been happy, even though you were happy to be voted in as a Labour politician. But if you're now not happy, why don't you just leave the Labour Party? Go and join your party, or go and join the Greens. Go and join somebody who you think you align more with. But you're helping nobody standing up and going, right, that one out, let's get another one in. Especially if the article's to be believed, you're saying that because of the chaos of last week. But it's the chaos that the media created, Clive. The media created the chaos. You've bought into it. You don't like Starmer. You want him out. You've added to the chaos, Clive. So I reckon cut the briefings, cut the speculation. MPs are unhappy, fight it out indoors. You don't have to go to the newspapers to tell them, because the newspapers are not your friends. We all need to understand that things take a little bit of time. We also all need to understand that the people that are saying they could fix it really quickly are lying. So I think if all of that was implemented, the mental health of the country would improve, because we wouldn't all have notifications all the time telling us what the latest journalist thinks, even though nothing's been proven. So I'll leave that to you to sort out, as you were.